Hey, how you doing? I was going through some old stuff recently, and I don't know, it was kind of fun to kind of look back at some old projects I've worked on in the past, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of just show you guys some of this because I think it was pretty fun, and a lot of it was really cool and effective. One of them, the first one I'm going to show you is this one I did for IBM. So me and my partner who worked on this project, the deal was with IBM. The thing was IBM had their own salespeople and they can sell direct, of course, but they can go through any distributor. So I worked for one of their top distributors, and the goal was to try to get IBM salespeople when they did sales to close the sales and basically to partner with us to finish the sales out for the distribution side of the business. And the way we decided to do that, because they can do whatever they want, and without even trying to give them any like, oh, if you do this, we'll get $100 or anything like that. It wasn't a typical sort of like a contest or an incentive like that. We basically just said, look, there are already good reasons. There's already built-in incentives to do business with to close sales through our distribution side of the business because we provide all kinds of support and blah, blah, blah. But here's what we came up with. We decided to actually just put the focus on them and have a lot of fun with it. And it was a lot of fun. And it just became something really, really exciting that the client loved it, the salespeople at IBM loved it, and of course we loved it because it was effective. So what we called it was the IBM Awesome campaign. And the whole idea was we sent these guys directly. So we had their home addresses for these sales reps for IBM. And so we sent them these a whole bunch of stuff. But we started off, we sent them, for example, we sent them this awesome mug, right? And it says IBM presents awesome status. And this was the whole idea was we were just basically letting them know that we think they're awesome and just reinforcing this idea, you know what, you guys are awesome. And what's even more awesome is when you partner with us and we close more sales and then you end up with all these great things that happen automatically by just partnering with us. So, but there's all these moving parts and elements to the campaign, so I want to talk about that. So yeah, this was cool. It's kind of a funny thing. And the cool thing is it sits on your desk. It's a conversation piece. Wait, what the heck is this? Where'd this come from? It keeps in their minds who you are as well. So we did that. But so the elements to it, of course, are so there's different elements to it. So when we mailed it out, let's see. So there's a box wrap. Of course, to mail that mug out, it was shipped out in a box. So we had the box wrap. Okay. So at first, when they get this box in the mail, they have no idea what it is, and it just says "thirsty for something awesome." Well, that's just intriguing. So then they open the box, and on the inside of the box, we had this: when you're thirsty for awesome, average just won't satisfy. And then, of course, then they see, when they remove that, they see there's layers, right? There's steps to the process. Then they see this cool mug. And then inside the mug was this, or next to the mug, or underneath the mug was this. And it says, your awesome cup runneth over. It is official. You are awesome. That's why we had to send you this awesome mug to toast your awesomeness. And then, of course, on the back, there's a copy that says, first fill this awesome cup to the brim with your favorite beverage. Then throw back your head and drink deep, and as you wipe your mouth with the back of your hand, raise the cup in the air as a silent testimony to your awesomeness. You know what else is awesome? Closing more sales. And that's why it makes more sense to contact our licensing team. And then now we're into the story of why they should do business with us, right? And so anyway, that was the first thing we sent out to them. People loved it, had great responses to it. They called us and they said, hey, what is this? Where'd it come from? Tell me more. Great, but we didn't stop there. So after we did that, we sent them, the next thing we sent them was, again, here's the box wrap. It just said, we couldn't find a way to put your awesomeness in a jar, so we did the next best thing. Okay, so now they've already got something from us once, right? So they open this, they take this off, they open up the box, and then once they open the box, they see this. Let us be the first to drop something into your awesome jar. Set up a new prospect meeting with one of our reps, and you could win one of 3 iPads. So now we are giving them a little more incentive. What we sent them was this. It's a little jar. It says, because I'm awesome, tip jar. they put that again, put that on their desk. Of course, they're going to put candy in it or whatever. But the joke of it is basically this is a tip jar because you're awesome and people want to let you know you're awesome, right? And then on the inside, everyone knows you're awesome. That's why we want to partner with you. Together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. Let us ride shotgun in your next prospect call. Not only will it increase your opportunity to close more IBM sales, you'll also be entered to win one of 3 iPads. And then there you go. Then we're into the story. So there you go. That was the next thing we sent out was this tip jar. So now it got even more fun. I don't have the actual jar because this was a couple of years ago and it didn't last very long. But what we sent them next was again another box with a box wrap, and this one said caution, extremely hot. Now we branded it IBM Awesome presents IBM Awesome status, right? So they're used to getting some stuff in the mail. They know this is probably some kind of a quirky, weird thing. But they open it up, and on the inside, they see basically what it was. It was a jar of Tabasco sauce that we had reskinned and put a new label on it. It said IBM Awesome Sauce because they're awesome sauce, right? But it was hot sauce. And then the card that went with it said, hey, hot stuff, want to spice up your IBM sales? We suggest you talk to us, right? We have an awesome new online services delivery platform for smoking hot IBM business unit sales designed to help you close new business. So again, little gift, little joke, little card, there you go. Now, we got a little bigger budget because people were really enjoying this and it was starting to take off. So then we started doing this. This is actually one of my favorite things. I saved one of these because this was so much fun. And I'm going to show you a couple more things that were also really fun in this campaign. So this one we sent them, I can't remember what the box wrap was, but then the card on the inside, it says, here's to your awesomeness, the first round is on us. And these basically were coasters. Okay, so now hopefully this you can see. So it came in this little cool case, right? It was branded. It snaps open, and it's a stack. You can see it. It's a stack of these coasters. Okay, now these are like leather coasters, and they're 4-color printed, and they have these really funny, cool sayings. And I got to write these. I wrote all of these headlines. Came up with this the campaign and the headlines for the coasters. So they say things like, "You remind me of when I was less awesome than I am now." Being awesome isn't easy, but someone has to do it. Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of how awesome I am. I don't know what makes me so awesome, but it works. Those vain people spend too much time thinking about themselves and not enough time thinking about me. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but how can I argue with the facts? So anyway, those are just a lot of fun. Again, something you put on your desk, or you're going to show these to people. You're going to talk about them, and that's what you want. And again, that's what happened. They loved it, and it was a lot of fun. So we did that. Then, I'm not sure the order, what was next. I think we sent them, I don't have it with me, but we also sent them a trophy. So it was an actual trophy on a wooden stand with a kind of a bronze cup. And it said, had their name on it. We actually printed their name on it. It said, awesome award, that they're awesome. Again, the box wrap for this said, make room in your trophy case. Of course, they open up the box, and on the inside is the trophy with their name on it. It says they're awesome. And then the card on the inside says, not another trophy. You don't need this award. Surely everyone already knows how awesome you are, but just in case, this award should make it abundantly clear. You are awesome. When someone like you has a name that is synonymous with awesome, it's easy to identify that same quality of awesomeness in others. And then we talk about how great it is to work with us. So that was that. Then we did, this is really one of my favorite things. We did these business cards, okay, which sit on their desk with a bunch of sayings on them, similar to the coasters. And I'll read some of those to you in a minute. But let me talk to you about the box wrap. So the box wrap said, "Put some awesome in your wallet," which has a connotation, right? What do you put in your wallet? Money. So with that line, we were pretty sure they were going to open the box to find out what are we going to put in our wallets. Of course, we also want to suggest that it isn't just the business card you put in your wallet. It's also more business by working with us. Then the card on the inside that came along with this says, pick a card, any card. Sure, everyone has business cards, but not everyone has a set of awesome business cards. That's because not everyone is as awesome as you. Let's see. Then I say, fill your wallet with these so no one will forget just how awesome you really are. Go ahead, put some on your desk too. You never know when someone might need a taste of your awesomeness. Anyway, a lot of fun. I had so much fun writing these. So here's some of the cards that you can put in your desk or have in your wallet to pass out to people. One says, can you take a step back? You're in my awesome zone. Luck was invented by people who aren't as awesome as I am. But enough about how awesome I am now. Let's talk about how awesome I was yesterday. Some people are so awesome, they really need no introduction. I'm like a double rainbow. Seriously, awesome, dude. You remember that whole double rainbow video? Anyway, at the time, that was timely. The only thing more awesome is my humility. This one says, why isn't my name on this card? Because awesome says it all. People may forget your name, but they'll never forget how awesome I am. And I think that's it. That's the whole round of them. So we had, I think we had three cards for each saying. And yeah, so they, again, they're funny. These are things you're going to want to pass out and show people and put on your desk. And, again, that's what we wanted. And that is, of course, what happened. So again, this was a really popular campaign. It did a lot of, got attention, which is what we wanted. People paid attention to it and remembered it. Then we also did one more thing. Okay. Then we also then sent them a mirror. So it was like a magnetic mirror that they could put on their filing cabinet. They could put it on their refrigerator at home or whatever they wanted to do. And it was a mirror, but it wasn't just a mirror. At the top of the mirror, there was a crown. So anytime you look at your face in the mirror, you're wearing a crown. Okay. And it says, so the box wrap said, you deserve the royal treatment. And then the card on the inside, well, actually, here's the actual envelope. And then this one's actually sealed. I haven't opened it yet. I'm not going to open it for you. Use your imagination. And it's the card on the inside said, long live the king. Let it be known throughout the land of awesome that a new king has been crowned to sit upon the throne. We hereby decree that your royal court of trusted advisors at our company is at your command and stands ready as always to help you rule with onboarding, recruiting, partner marketing, sales roadmaps, blah, 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 right? We and your IBM software dedicated team can't wait. Await your edict forthwith, your majesty. So again, obviously pandering to their egos, but having a lot of fun with it. And it was a lot of fun. And like I said, it was really successful. That was one of my favorite things I've ever worked on. That was a blast. So let me also show you a couple other things I worked on. Problem is I can't show you everything because some of it I did some videos, so I can't show you the video on this video. But of course I can post that other places, or if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a portfolio link and there's a couple of videos there. It was a Cisco Fly Hire video I worked on that was my all-time favorite thing. That was great. There was also an APC video I did called Power's Our Middle Name. I'll talk about that in a second. And then I did another video, a series of videos with Microsoft called the Unfamous campaign. So another thing I worked on, this one actually I won an award. I'll tell you this one because this is my big award that I won. I won small awards. I won like silver awards for a lot of these campaigns and projects. But the one that I won, my big first place award, this was at the 2015 Global ACE Awards. This was in Manhattan. Here's the award actually. The few things that I actually kept from my old job was that award. And so this was an outdoor campaign we did for a company that does, they sell Mac products, Apple and Mac products. And it was an outdoor campaign. So we did basically outdoor signage. We did coasters. We did, I should have brought it. We did printed up and some labels and had like SPF, sunblock on there as well. So we had, here's a picture of one of those things. So the company, this is what I have to show you here. So the Mac Fusion was the name of the company. So we did the signage here. Here's the, and I actually have this actual bottle, but this says, don't get burned, protect your Mac devices, right? Apple experience with a local attitude. Yeah, that was the deal. That was so one of them was, outdoor sign was, you work on your TAM, we'll work on your Mac. Yeah, Apple experience with the local attitude was the tagline. And we also did these coasters, beachside service available. We make house calls too. From small fish to big fish, we serve any size business. And happy hour special, free group classes available now. I think there was also one that said we swim in schools, because they also did work with schools. They actually went to schools and installed Apple computers and did tech support for schools, like computer labs and things like that. So we swim in schools was another line that we had come up with for them. So that one, yeah, I won an award for that. That was really cool. So let me see here. If you can see this, these are screenshots from that Microsoft Unfamous Persons campaign. The deal behind this was basically we would show you somebody who did something really remarkable, but you don't know who these people are. So on this one here, it was Percy Spencer created the microwave oven in 1945. Well, everyone knows what a microwave oven is, but no one knows who Percy Spencer is. And then we said, then we showed a picture of one of our people on our team. We said Jeff Condi spent 1,000 hours training partners to sell Microsoft solutions. Some unfamous people change the world. And we have, 78 unfamous people working for us with one common goal: to help you grow your business. So anyway, those videos did pretty well. I think we won an award for that as well. Well, here's something I worked on this was a blast. So our company published a trade magazine that it went out to, I don't know, 10,000 something subscribers every month. And so we used to outsource the covers to these things to another company, and it was pretty bad. The covers were horrible, actually. And so we wanted to transition the magazine to be something, more like Wired magazine, because we were dealing in technology, and to have articles that were more interesting as well, and not just very rigid and technical, but things that would also appeal to just anybody really interested in technology. So we had this idea. We had this campaign which was called Shorten the Sales Cycle. And the whole idea was how we helped our customers, who are basically resellers. We helped him, because there's a pretty long sales cycle for most of in that technology business, between the time basically you engage with the customer and you finally close the sale, because these are usually like, $100,000, sometimes over $1 million worth of like a networking job, or with a lot of routers and Wi-Fi and computers and all this kind of stuff. So they're pretty pricey, right, for a lot of these solutions that they provide. So our deal was we would help you shorten that sales cycle. So basically, you get paid faster, and the client's happier, because from the moment you start the job to you finish the job is faster, and it doesn't take 6 to 8 months to finish it. You can do it 2 or 3 months, right? So anyway, that was the whole thing, and we wanted to do that to be the cover of our magazine, to the shorten the sales cycle idea. That was the theme of the magazine. So this was one of my favorite things I ever did, and we won an award for this too, by the way, for this this magazine cover. So here it is. So now I don't know if you can see it on the video. So basically it says shorten the, and then over here it says sales cycle. And of course, normally you would go through this maze, right? And this is showing you that it takes a long time. But, and again, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are these dotted lines here, and then there's these little arrows here and here, and there's a dotted line here as well, and there's a dotted line right down the middle. And of course, what you're told to do basically is to fold this so that we can shorten the sales cycle like this. And then basically you would go from the left to the right, and we skip all this in the middle. And of course, if you ever read Mad Magazine as a kid, you probably remember there was a thing in the back cover where they would have like a picture, and then it'd have these same exact lines, right? And then you would fold it, and then the picture would change, and it would have a different message. So that was the idea. I mean, we were sitting here brainstorming, trying to come up with ways to, how do we visually demonstrate shortening a sales cycle? And I don't know why, I thought of that Mad Magazine thing on the back, and we put this together, and it was awesome. It's one of the favorite things I've ever done was coming up with this idea and executing it with my partner. And again, we won an award for this, which is really cool. Let's see. Oh, let me do one more. I think this could be maybe one of the last ones. And then I'll probably do another series, because I also was going through some stuff, and I found some things I did that were just one-offs. They weren't campaigns, but they were a lot of fun. Some of them are really funny, and some of them actually I think are genius, but never got used. The client backed off or changed their mind or went a different direction. So I want to do probably another video where I'll show you that stuff. So let me do this other one. This one, we also won an award for this one. This was a sales contest for Cisco. And basically the top salespeople, the top like 4 or 5 salespeople would win a trip to Hawaii. So we came up with this idea. Well, the line we came up with first was learn the lingo before you go. And of course, if you know anything about the Hawaiian language, you know that it's like the word for fish, for example, is huma 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 pua pua kua, right? And that's how you say fish. So that was the campaign. It was sort of like we had this thing with the fish and this giant word that means fish. And then we did this whole thing on the inside here, learn the lingo before you go. And then we actually did have these towels printed up with that graphic on them. And what we did was we sent the towel folded up in this box. Now the box, I love the box because the box says, "Brother, what you got in the box?" Again, playing off this whole thing about how people in Hawaii talk differently. Now, again, I don't have the towel on the inside. I had to give away my sample to enter it into the contest that we ended up winning. So that was nice. Right, here we go. I got the, this is what I traded my towel for the silver award. So I guess that's sort of a fair trade. But anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And then we had another one. We did a second phase where we did another mailing. And I don't have that one, unfortunately, but that one had this other crazy long word for vacation and had an airplane. And it was like, this crazy long word in Hawaiian means vacation or trip. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. Again, this is the thing. This is what I really miss a lot is because soon after I did this for about probably like 9 years. And then we started transitioning, the company started transitioning into like digital content marketing and landing pages. And all that stuff's interesting too. And you can have a lot of fun with that too, but not as much fun as you can have with this kind of more creative stuff. I really miss doing this stuff. It's a lot of fun. Should I do that? No. What I'll do is I've got another pile here. I'm going to save this for the pile of things that are kind of the one-off stuff. And some of them have some stories behind them I probably need to tell a little bit more too. We've been going for 20 minutes. So it's probably a good place to stop on this one. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Some of the things I've done over the years that I had a lot of fun doing. I love creating that stuff. And I'll just say, if you have a business and you want someone to help you come up with these kinds of ideas, let me know. I love doing this stuff. It's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of cool things that can be done. And again, a lot of it doesn't even have to have a big budget. I think you have a good concept, you have a good idea, and you execute it well. That's all you need. All right. Anyway, thanks so much. Watch for my next video. I'll share round 2 of some of the other ideas and some things that actually never made it to the final product, but were pretty cool, I think, nonetheless. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.